Hey guys, today I want to tell you about my favorite tip in VS Code. I use it all the time when I'm working on techgroups.com. It's a real-time saver. I just love it. So first I'm going to paste in some SQL parameters that I got from a stored procedure. And let me just zoom in here so you can see it a little better. When they're uneven like this, the first thing I like to do is highlight them and hit Shift and Tab to move everything over so it's nice and aligned. All right, so the tip that I want to show you is to click at the top here and then hold down the Alt key and the Shift key and then click down on the bottom. And notice the whole line is blinking. What that's doing is there's actually a separate cursor on each one of those lines. You can do the same sort of thing here. I'm just going to undo that for now. If you hold down the Alt key and just click in different places, notice there are cursors all over the place, and if I type anywhere, my text shows up anywhere the cursor is. So I like to do it in one column like this, Alt, Shift, and then Tab, and now I have a cursor on every line. And from here, what that allows me to do is I can hit Delete, and then, well, from here on out, it's the same keyboard shortcuts that you could use for a single cursor. So anything that works for that will work for this. So for example, I can hold down the Control key and hit the right arrow and skip to the end of the first word here, and then hold down Shift and End to highlight everything to the end of the line and hit backspace key. And now, just like that, I have a list of variables from those SQL parameters that I can use for any other purpose that I want. So for example, I can go back home here and let's say that I want to, well, I could do public string and then hit end and turn all of these into C# properties if I wanted. Or, let's see here, I could, let me just get rid of this again here. Now I'm back to my list. Let's say I want to change all of these into variables that are created from a property on an object. So I would do var. I'm not exactly sure why you'd want to do that, but let's just say that's what we want to do. So var, and then I'm going to hold down Shift and N to highlight everything again. This time I'm going to copy. I'm going to hit N to get to the end of the line, equals, and then let's say my object variable name is just obj dot, and now I can just paste everything in that I had on my clipboard, and just like that, we're done. Well, almost done. One more trick here is I'm going to highlight all of these guys, and then I'm going to do Control Shift P to open my command palette and type in lower, and now I can transform all of them to lowercase. So I use this trick all the time for going from SQL to C#, from JavaScript to TypeScript or C# or TypeScript, whatever the case might be. It comes in handy for a lot of different things. So I hope you enjoyed the tip. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.